Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of The Watch Collector. My name's Ollie. These days don't come around very often, and so I really wanted to share it with you. And it's always great to get that call, shall we say the watch that you have been hoping for whether it's months or maybe even years finally arrives. And today, lucky for me, is one of those. So as I mentioned, I'm going to share it with you. Now in another video, I gave a slight clue as to what that might be. If you've watched my video in relation to the Trilobe Nuit Fantastique Secret, then you might have already had a clue. But without further ado, there is no obligatory wristwatch check because we're going to get right into it and have a look at this piece. Laurent Ferrier spent the best part of 40 years at Patek Philippe. He oversaw the introduction of the Nautilus, which, let's face it, along with the Royal Oak, defined the integrated steel sports genre. Today, Laurent Ferrier creates, in my view, some of the most sophisticated yet elegant timepieces on the market. They are extremely well known for their pebble design, very smooth, classically proportioned pieces. The piece that I've gone for is the Sport Auto in blue. And even the way they've done the box, I think really defines what Laurent Ferrier is all about. So this piece is 41.5 millimeters in diameter, 12.7 millimeters in depth, in full grade 5 titanium with integrated bracelet. Now, you can there is no almost about it. You can definitely see the 70s inspiration in this piece. But in my view, it has completely its own personality. Yes, this is a man who oversaw the influential Nautilus being brought to market, but it without doubt maybe takes inspiration from that period, but it is its own model. There's no doubt about that. I absolutely love the gradient opaline blue dial. The green superluminova really stands out without being too punchy. The inspiration taken from Laurent Ferrier's participation in Le Mans during the 70s is, in my view, most perfectly depicted by the open aperture for the date. It really gives, to my eyes, an element of this watch goes fast without being brash. The onion style crown, which, as with all Laurent Ferriers, does not bear an emblem, does not bear any letters whatsoever. It's left completely unadorned, other than the knurling to create the grip so that you can wind the watch. If we flip it over with a double deployment clasp sequential, hopefully this is going to come out. This is the LF270.01 movement. All Laurent Ferriers are made in-house with, I think, arguably some of the best finishing on the market. This beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour, or 4 Hertz. And as I mentioned, this has a water resistant of 120 meters. With a micro-rotor in platinum and some of the widest beveling on the edges of the base plate that I think you're ever going to see. It is, in my view, exquisitely finished. Let's throw it on the wrist and see how it wears. I should say, it's a mark of confidence that with the watch, they give you a loop. So you can really appreciate the level of detail that goes into these pieces. Straight away, even though it's light, it still has presence. It's slender, as I mentioned, 12.7 millimeters in height, 41.5 millimeters in diameter. Says that it should look and feel larger on the wrist than it does. It doesn't. Straight away, the bracelet is really lovely and has a perhaps even more sporty feel than its competitors at the same level, shall we say. I'm really proud to be able to share this with you guys. As soon as I realized that it had come in to be delivered, I can't tell you how excited I was, and getting it on my wrist, I'm even more so. I absolutely love it. The story behind the brand massively appeals to me. I think for so many of us, watches are exactly about that, stories. And it does take time to get things that really matter, and this one really matters. So thank you to Laurent Ferrier, thank you to Limited Edition for making it possible, and there it is. That's the Laurent Ferrier Sport Auto in blue. I'd love to know your thoughts on it, whether it's the brand or the model itself, but for now that's enough from me. We'll see you next time.